Okay, this is our next update video. So, I've actually had some actual significant changes from the hormone replacement therapy. Finally. It was a real struggle to go through all that because it was painful. I mean, very, 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 very painful. I mean, so painful that I could say the friend roommate, I told him it was a wanted pain and he was making fun of me because of it. Because I was saying that the pain's wanted, then he was making fun of me saying, basically every time I kept having pain, he was like, is it the wanted pain? He just kept making fun of me in every which way. But other than that, it was breast pain. I mean, real bad breast pain. I don't know if it was the hormones or if it was... Yeah, I think it was mostly the hormones. I know I was drinking soda more, like Mountain Dew specifically, last month than I usually do. So that could have played a role in it, but I don't think it did. Also, the drink Mellow Yellow, I was drinking a bunch of those as well. But I don't know if that helped or not, but I haven't been drinking those for a few weeks, and I've noticed they've still gone up since then. How much have they gone up? Well, last it was saying it was at the half-inch mark or right above the half-inch mark. Well, that would, if I gain 1 more eighth of an inch, I'll be at 38 inches on top. A small 38 inches. So that's practically where I've been trying to get to for a while. Even though measurement's different once you become a D cup, because from all the things I've learned, from an A cup, like an AA, to a C, it measures each number above the band is the cup size, and that is accurate that way. But once you become a D cup, then it's not as accurate that way because it can vary. Even in the smaller cup sizes, it can still vary a little bit. So I don't really go by the standard measurements chart or how they do it anymore because they're not really accurate. And my doctor is saying that our breasts are actually smaller. Like the studies show that our breasts are actually smaller than what, actually smaller than what we thought they would be. So, because like my mind, body, and soul and everything tells me they're supposed to be a large 32 double D, and yet I'm almost a small double D, but I'm still a D, so I'm a 32D, like a larger 32D. I'm not a small 32D anymore. I know that for sure. And I'm almost to a small double D. I would have to have at least half an inch more of growth, I think, or so, after I get to the inch mark, obviously. But it was a lot of pain, and worth it, worth it, worth it. I say uncomfortably happy, A necessary pain. Uncomfortably necessary pain. It's a happy pain because in the end, it's because what it is in the end, what happens. So I'm 1/8 under 38 inches. I just measured them before doing this video. So I don't know if you can really see in this shirt, but the best way I can show is if I do this here. Yeah. So, oh no. Yeah, because the lighting, but this is practically what they look like now. So, they're the biggest they've ever been in my life. So that's pretty much where they're at. And yesterday I noticed up here there's a lot more. So that's why I pulled Cami down, then you can actually see what's actually there. All that. So, yeah. That's what has really happened the most with my transition. So worth the pain. So, yeah. And I've also noticed my leg hair kind of lost a little bit more, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna all go away. But only time can tell. Because it's there's less spaces where there's hair, I can say. And the facial hair, what's left, I noticed yesterday right here, because I didn't shave right here for a long time and it was really long, the pigment came back. I was like, really? In that spot? And I didn't even notice, so it didn't mess with my gender dysphoria because I didn't know until yesterday, but once I've seen it, I quickly shaved it off. So there's hairs through here and here that the pigment has come back. I mean the thick, coarse hair. All through here, all this, and through this side right here, and up to about the middle part, about right here. Yeah. All this, there's nothing. And right here is where the pigment is. And there's some hairs down, like one thick hair right here, down here. But I don't know if there's pigment in that because I can't see down there, obviously. So I'm still trying to just wait. It's been more than a couple of months since I had the last laser. And I'm still waiting for more pigment to come back because the more pigment you have, the more hairs that can be targeted. Because if you don't have pigment, the laser can't get rid of that hair. It just makes it finer and thinner. But if there's pigment, then the laser will travel down the hair and right where the root is, kill it off. And yeah. So, and also the longer you wait in between treatments, the more successful it is, from what I've researched and from my experiences. Because when I had the last treatment, more hair was gone than when I had the treatments closer together. So that's going on right there. One thing I can also say is my hormones. It's the time of the month where I take progesterone, and I noticed I take it for my body. I can't say for anyone else's because each person's different, the days they need to take their progesterone, which 10 days. But for me, I start on the 6th and on the 15th. But it's like, if you count, it's like 2 weeks before. That'll be around like the 2nd or the 3rd. That's when I start actually feeling it, before I actually start taking the progesterone on the 6th. That hormone change. My body is like, now it recognizes it's that time, and I can actually feel it, because my sex drive is a lot higher during this time. And I've been really, really, really wanting it really badly. I can say sex. It's because the hormones. And I've already talked to like the therapist about everything I was going through. And it's one of those things that you just have to just go through. And yeah. So I do what I can to get through it. But Saturday, it caused a little bit of anxiety. I'm not sure exactly why, but I just still really want, I want it with someone. It sucks when you want it like that, but nothing I can really do about hormones being hormones and being normal, because they're working really, really well now. Especially being on 6 milligrams of the estradiol, that's helped a lot. Because if you're on the incorrect dosage, like too low, then your hormones won't be normal, like your hormone cycle. But if you do have it in the correct dosage, then you will have a correct hormone cycle, as long as you take progesterone on the right days for you. And I know some people have issues with progesterone, but most people still end up, that don't have issues, still have the cramps and bloating and some little bit of pain with it. But that's because that's what progesterone does. And it also helps develop the ducts in your breasts, which I've mentioned that before. And other health benefits, like helps hold in water and eye health and so much other things. So, yeah. So, it's all good. Hormones are good. It's just wanting to have sex is kind of irritating when I don't have a partner or someone. So, yeah. But, yeah. And I haven't really noticed any other physical changes except my face. I've noticed a little bit more fullness today. And ever since my birthday last month, on the 18th, yeah, I've been happy. Really, really happy. Really, really happy. Every single day. Even though all these issues I've been having, I'm still been happy. And I looked in the mirror and I was like, something's different. I don't know why. I can just see something's different. I don't know what that is. I can't explain it or, know what it is that's different. But I can see that there's something different. And I feel a lot better. And being so much on those hormones, or like for over a year consistently, feels really good and happy. And everything in my transition is going the way I want it to. So, yeah. It's the only thing that is bugging me. I'm still not used to them being bigger. The way they move with my body. That's the only thing I'm kind of not used to. Even though, even down here, the fat has been fluctuating every month. More or less. Depending on the hormones. But my breasts I'm not used to the way they move with my body, especially when I go up and down stairs. They're more bouncy and jiggly. And even though they don't sag any amount, it's kind of like the way they move, especially when I sleep, because I usually sleep on my side, because how they move with the body, it's like I'm happy the way that feels. So, and I notice the bigger they get, and fuller, the happier I am, and I have less gender dysphoria. So, well, other than that, no other physical changes. So, other things, I'm still waiting on the decision for the disability, waiting for that. And I called the urologist to find out what's going on, if they've heard back from the insurance or not, and how to submit the letter the way they would like it submitted. So I mailed it in. Still waiting to hear back from that. Well, I mailed it yesterday, so. And I found out they didn't send the pre-authorization. They didn't send it to the insurance. I'm like, waiting all that time to hear back from them to see if they'll get paid for it before making the appointment. And I was like, really? So they said once they get the letter, they're going to do all this. So hopefully by tomorrow they get the letter and call. But when they get it, they get it. So, and I'm still having pain down there. I can say it's this spot right here. The spots like here and here. Those are the spots when you tuck, the testicles are up in that spot. When you tuck, and that's where it's been hurting. More so the days I take progesterone, but not every day I take progesterone. And some days when I don't take progesterone, I get some pain down there. And it kind of sucks. And I'm just still waiting to for this procedure to happen. I'm hoping the insurance will pay for it because I need it. And some of the things I was going through last month, my doctor was talking to her about. She just says, what's about having a child and whatnot. She was just saying, what's better, having a child or your health? Is it pregnancy you're wanting or a child? So it made me think, so sacrifice the ability of having children to have this fixed and all the urinary issues I'm still having fixed. And yeah, so other than that, that's what's happening. And I'm gonna leave you all now so you can get back to your regularly scheduled reality. So please rate, subscribe, and comment. I'd appreciate more comments. So yeah, and check out my blog if you haven't, because I'm going to be doing a new post. So it's on the necklace I made. So yeah. So other than that, that's what's been going on in my life as a trans woman. Transsexual lesbian, transgender lesbian, trans lesbian. Yep. So I just want to say I'm still single, and if anyone is out there who wants to date me, feel free to ask. And we'll go from there.